AUMUN-2022 ప్రారంభ వేడుక ఉదయం 11 గంటలకు లాంఛనంగా ప్రారంభమైంది. అనురాగ్ విశ్వవిద్యాలయంలో మొదటి ఫ్లాగ్షిప్ ఈవెంట్ ను శ్రీ తెలంగాణ ప్రభుత్వ బీసీ సంక్షేమ శాఖ ప్రిన్సిపల్ సెక్రటరీ బుర్రా వెంకటేశ్వర్లు, ఐఏఎస్ రిజిస్ట్రార్ వీసీ CEO పల్ల రాజేశ్వర్ రెడ్డి ప్రసంగించారు. కన్వీనర్ ప్రొఫెసర్ లక్ష్మీరమణ ప్రముఖులకు మరియు ప్రతినిధులకు AUMUN వివరాలను పరిచయం చేశారు. AUMUN-2022 4 వేర్వేరు కమిటీలలో 143 మంది ప్రతినిధులను స్వీకరించింది. అవి 37 మంది ప్రతినిధులతో ఐక్యరాజ్య సమితి కమిషన్ ఫర్ స్టేటస్ ఆఫ్ ఉమెన్, 36 మందితో యునైటెడ్ నేషన్స్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ప్రోగ్రాంలు, 12 మంది ప్రతినిధులతో హిస్టారిక్ క్రైసిస్ కమిటీ మరియు 43 మంది ప్రతినిధులతో లోక్సభ మరియు 12 మంది ప్రతినిధులతో ఇంటర్నేషనల్ ప్రెస్ గా విభజించబడింది. ఈ సందర్భంగా పల్ల రాజేశ్వర్ రెడ్డి మాట్లాడుతూ విద్యార్థులు యువత సమస్యలను గుర్తించి వాటి పరిష్కారానికి కృషి చేయడం ఈనాటి ఆవశ్యకతపై ప్రతినిధులకు స్ఫూర్తినిస్తూ స్థానిక సమస్యలపై యువత భాగస్వామ్యం, పరిష్కారంలో భాగస్వామ్యం కావాలని, సమస్యలు మరియు ప్రతినిధులు తమ తమ కమిటీలలో చర్చించబోయే సమస్యలకు పరిష్కారాలను పొందేలా ప్రేరేపించారు. ఏదైనా విద్యార్థి సమగ్ర అభివృద్ధికి అదనపు మరియు పాఠ్య కార్యకలాపాలు సహాయపడతాయని నొక్కి చెప్పారు. ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో పాల్గొన్న ప్రముఖులు ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్ బోర్డు సభ్యులకు గ్యావెల్లను అందజేశారు మరియు ముఖ్య అతిథి AUMUN సెక్రటరీ శ్రీమతి తరణి కొండూరికి గ్యావెల్ ను అందజేశారు. ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో ప్రముఖులు ప్రొఫెసర్ విష్ణుమూర్తి, డీన్, SOE మరియు డాక్టర్ వి శ్రీనివాసరావు కూడా ప్రసంగించారు మరియు మీట్ విజయవంతం కావడానికి వారి శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలియజేశారు.
Okay, right, look at that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So all the best.
Neeluma, CEO of the university, and my dear friends who came from across the country. So warm good afternoon to all of you. So I believe that you people have come from few states. So how many of you are from Madhya Pradesh? Anybody from Madhya Pradesh? Okay. How many are from Tamil Nadu? Tamil Nadu, few have to come. Karnataka? Okay, good. So still people have to come. So let's understand what is this UN system. So can anybody say those people who came from Tamil Nadu can state what are the major international issues which are happening in the world, which are of great concern? Anybody from Tamil Nadu who have come? Any 3 issues, can you name them?
I think the most obvious that everybody would have to top their mind is the situation in Ukraine.
Yes.
But also the fallout from there, which is the energy crisis in Europe and the galloping inflation / stagflation happening in the US.
Okay.
So my top 3.
Right, okay, right. Next, friends from Karnataka, can you state what are the main concerns on the health front which we are facing today? Karnataka side. Some people came from Karnataka, no? You raised their hands earlier. So now you don't want to get acknowledged? Okay. See, obviously it's COVID. COVID is the number 1 concern we are facing today. Right? Anybody from Anurag University, can you name 5 UN organizations, UN related bodies? Anybody from Anurag University? 5 units of UN. Anybody?
World Trade Organization,
Okay.
UNICEF,
Yes.
UNESCO,
Right.
and World Food Organization,
Right.
and Security Council.
Okay. Right. And that's a good answer. Okay. Right. So now we have come to the crux of the issue. What is UN? What is its role? For example, he has missed out one important organization, WHO. I asked only 5, so whatever he said is right, but still the number 1 problem which we are facing today, till recently, all of us were so worried whether this civilization, human civilization, whether it will survive or will sink as a humanity as a whole. Whether somebody will survive, whether it is going to be entire world. That kind of situation was created in 2020. From 2020 March, April till today, so much is happening in the health front. And one organization which was taking care of it, guiding, facilitating, was WHO, World Health Organization. Right? So, why UN is required? And also our chairman Rajeshwari sir was trying to say two things. One, you should have a problem which is properly stated, problem stated. Then crisis. What is the crisis? How to solve the crisis? So the United Nations is an essential mechanism created by the countries around the world to work for the various problems which are happening in the world. Whether it is Russia-Ukraine war or whether it is a health problem which is emanating from a virus, communicable diseases, or whether it is any issues coming out of ecological protection, environmental protection, or facilitating things like UNESCO. See, we had in Telangana, for example, very recently, one temple was declared as UNESCO heritage site. India has 40 UNESCO listed heritage sites, one of the top 3 countries in the world. So this is facilitation, it's not a problem solving, it's a facilitation model. Like WTO, for example, World Trade Organization. What it does, it regulates, it functions as a guiding body for various trade related agreements between various countries. So, as young students who have come here, you have to understand it's nothing but a mechanism through which the problems are identified, problems are resolved, and also some issues which need focus are given that kind of impetus, that kind of more pronounced way of expression is done through UN organization. For example, UNICEF. Our friend has stated one organization called UNICEF. Why UNICEF is important? There are lots of malnutrition in the world, across the world, especially in younger kids, the babies. All of us are winners that way. Why we are winners? Because there are many people across the world, around 1/10 of the children are dying before they could see their first birthday. 1/10 of the children are dying before they could see their first birthday. Whereas all of us have lived, some people like you lived 15, 20, 30 years. Now we are reaching 50, some people have reached 60, some people are reaching 70, 80. So that's nothing but a winning in that strategy, if you think that is a parameter. Similarly, there is an international civil service where they are generally employed by UN. So these guys who are recruited in international civil service, they work across the world in UN organizations. Somebody works in Venezuela, somebody works in Myanmar, somebody is in US, somebody works in Japan. They work across the world, whereas we work across the country. So though the organization has become big enough, but it lacks that kind of strength to control all the important powers that matter. Why? Because it has no monetary mechanism of its own. That is the major problem. Today, UN depends on the donations given by the member countries. So, whoever controls the purse will control the strings. That is the problem. Today, US gives around 30% of the entire funds of the UN. Since they are giving that kind of funds, whatever they say will happen. And in the formal, for example, before UN was formed, there was an organization called, after the First World War, an organization called League of Nations, which was precursor to UN. So, precursors to UN was United Nations, before that was League of Nations, but it was a disastrous failure because it couldn't avoid Second World War. Though it was created to avoid world wars, though it was created after World War I, it couldn't prevent the Second World War happening. So because of that, people thought this is useless, so we'll have to recreate one more organization. Then after the end of Second World War, then UN came up in 1945, right? But it has to be located in some place. It was located in USA, New York, and they give the major donations. And that at that point of time, 5 countries were named as permanent representatives, permanent membership in UN Security Council, which is the strongest body, the most important body. These 5 guys can say anything, they can say vetoed, means you can't proceed on it. Whether it is the most important issue or the worst important issue, anybody can raise it, but it is vetoed, means without the consent of all of them, even one of them among them is saying no, that means there is no issue.
Most of the people sitting on the dais are the most experienced, and they are the leaders in their own fields. The chief guest on the occasion, Sri Burra Venkatesham Garu, senior IAS officer, and the Professor Ramchandram Garu, Vice Chancellor, Samina Fatima ma'am, Registrar, Nilima madam, CEO, the deans of the Anurag University, Professor Vishnumurthy Garu, Professor Srinivas Garu, and Professor Venkatramana madam, Anurag, Director, Academic Strategy and Planning, and your organizer, leader, Secretary General, Tharani. So the young lady sitting behind, yeah. So he is your Secretary General. And my dear student friends, once again, good morning to everyone. So I would like to say only 3 types of words, actually 3 issues. First thing, the people sitting on the dais are actually who came here to wish you and also to tell their what to do here. The chief guest on the occasion is very busy, and is a senior administrator who got 15th rank all India level and the first in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana during that days. Is not only administrator, is also social scientist, as told by our beloved Vice Chancellor. Then he is a not only social scientist, he is a best human being. And if you is a writer, he is a poet, he is a human being. He also wrote number of books also. And before going to home, you also carry his book for success of our life. Selfie of success he has written. So that definitely one has to carry, every learning person has to carry his book. Thank you very much, sir, for coming and giving your time, valuable time to our young kids. Thank you very much, sir, for coming here. And second, the Vice Chancellor sitting here, the Vice Chancellor, Registrar Madam, other professors are having more than 3 decades of experience and excel in their fields. So definitely we have to listen, we have to learn what they are, how they came to this stage. So this is the first thing. Second thing, the Anurag University feels that any education institution must have the 3 inputs in place. The first thing, infrastructure. Second thing, the faculty. Third thing, the atmosphere. Which I tell, this is the 3 mantra of the any education institution. So the infrastructure must be created by the management, whether it is the private or government. That is the duty and responsibility of the any institution. The second thing, the faculty, whatever the infrastructure you have, the backbone of any institution is the faculty. If you have very good buildings, very good classrooms, very good laboratories, very good library, but if your faculty is right, faculty is missing, then everything is missing. So for any education institution, backbone is the faculty. So we believe in it, we practicing it. Third thing, the atmosphere. I think you have come from the different states and you might be studying in good institutions, and you are also allowed by your students, your parents, and also your institution to participate here. So that is the requirement of the present day. You need to go extra mile, as told by Mr. Anurag. you have to work beyond your classroom. So that is why you have won already, as told by our Samina ma'am. Your first winning of you, the people who are participating here, is participation itself is a winning, right? Then you may be participating in the different activities. That is the third area I would like to stress upon. You are going to participate in different debates, competitions, arguments, presentations. Finally, you will be either winning maybe some prizes. But participation, once you participate and get the prize, that is the secondary. Participation is the first winning. Getting that one is also, maybe madam told that the byproduct is only the relations and also making friends and also learning many things. So by even the getting the prize is also a byproduct. The main product is only coming here and participation. So today you all people are going to discuss on the three platforms. You are going to discuss about the very important issues which not only our nation, the globe is facing. The first one, the environment. The second one, the women's issue. The participation of women is increased in each and every field, whether it is the not only from household to even the space. You have the, and also in the politics, in the bureaucracy, in the everywhere in the policy making, the numbers are increasing. So we need to address their role and their more participation for the betterment of the society. So that is the second important aspect we are going to discuss. The third one also, crisis, as emphasized by our Vice Chancellor sir. So if something happens at the some place, we may think that why we should bother about that. When Ukraine is fighting with Russia, what is the impact? The impact on all many nations, not only on the Ukraine, not only on the Russia. So those crises, global crisis, has to be discussed and has to be given a solution, so that we should be aware of those things. The final thing which they also mentioned, the Lok Sabha. I think in all these four platforms, the three global issues, one is our national issue. So I request all of you involve very much in discussing whatever may be the opinion, whatever your view, nothing wrong. You please, you come out with a freedom and you express whatever you want, whether it is the right or wrong, okay, let them decide, right? So my humble request to all of you, you came here for your participation, to express your views and ideas and also whatever your arguments. Freely you present all those things. Definitely with winning, only for winning purpose you don't present. For presenting whatever thoughts you have, at least you should be freedom. You must have freedom, right? So if something did wrong or right or neutral, whatever your feelings has to come out. Then only, okay, whatever you may be getting prize for the right or not wrong for your presentation. How you can substantiate this thing. How you are supporting your view, voice. So that is the important thing. So here, after coming here, actually every student, the participant is learning. First thing, their skills, communication skills, having more relations. Third, they are becoming the leaders, not only in your subject, and wherever you go tomorrow, when you are leading some groups, that definitely helps you. If you go to the software, you will become leader in that group only. Subject plus these skills definitely make you a little aware, a little better than the other students. So definitely I wish all of you enjoy participation in the next 3 days, and also enjoy the hospitality of your Anurag University, headed by your Tharani. So definitely once again, thank you very much for giving this opportunity, and all the best for the students who are participating here. Thank you very much.
To serve as your Secretary General for AUMUN-2022. Seeing each and every one of you here now, I can rest assured that all the efforts that we have put in for the 7 months is absolutely worth it. Today, as a delegate, it is an opportunity to enrich your understanding of tropical international issues and become fully engaged with the world around you. Having attended MUNs previously, it gave me the opportunity to become engaged with social and global issues that I was essentially sheltered from. Not only this, it has given me the confidence and constantly share my opinion and ideas with others, while also remaining open to hearing different perspectives, thus allowing me to have a more balanced and nuanced view of life. It is possible that you may have been asked to represent delegations with agendas or ideas that you do not personally agree with, but this is an opportunity for you to challenge yourselves to understand and evaluate and tackle issues instantly, even those which you oppose. The conference also stands as a great experience to meet new people and new mindsets, giving you a broader perspective of thinking. Each delegate is presented with an opportunity to develop and overcome any public speaking, which helps trigger confidence and support your personal growth. Furthermore, since the MUN stimulates diplomatic conferences with respect and cooperation as the fundamental elements of these debates, today you have the opportunity to develop your diplomacy and negotiation. AUMUN's success is built upon the help and support of our university and management. It is my pleasure to thank each and everyone who has helped us directly or indirectly realize our shared vision for AUMUN-2022. I would also like to take a moment to thank our title sponsor Suzy for their extended support. Above all, I would like to thank the delegates without whom this wouldn't have been possible. I would also like to thank our esteemed chief guest, Sri Burra Venkatesham Garu, and the dignitaries for being here with us today and enriching us with valuable insights. Remember, your chairs are always there to support you with any issue. You could also contact any of the team members if you have any worries throughout the 3 days. And one final note, a very, very important note, something which Mr. Palla Anurag sir has already mentioned. MUN is all about
the press and media. Good morning to everybody. First of all, I congratulate the team. We have made this possible. In fact, I should congratulate Mr. Anurag because he is the person behind this. In fact, 3 months back, he has come with this idea and he has put a team in place. We have been working relentlessly for 3 months. And I'm very happy to see that 300 delegates are coming from different parts of the country. Because all of you know this, the event basically simulates United Nations in education institutions and creates a platform so that you can discuss the problems that we are facing now. Of course, it goes beyond just acquiring the skills of debating, communication skills, all that. You should go beyond that, in fact.
Our visionary chairman, Dr. Palla Reddy Garu, dynamic CEO, Mrs. Nilima, deans, directors, Secretary General of AUMUN, dear delegates, dear distinguished chairs of AUMUN. Once again, a very good morning to all of you. I think you've just heard the other speakers. Anurag said, you are here, you can meet with people, you can make friends. Yes, sure. That is the byproduct. Making friends, exchanging CVs, getting to know people. Another thing Vishnumurthy said, he said, you are here to frame problems. I think, yeah, problems are already there. There are umpteen problems. But what you are here for is to find a solution to the problem. You are ultimately going to build solutions to these problems. Can problems not be solved in a very simple way? Can't there be simple solutions? Is it so difficult to solve a problem? Is it really difficult to solve problems? Yes? Is it so difficult? Yeah. I think this is not as simple as we think. Because from the management perspective, they use a very nice word. They say we are living in a VUCA world. Have you heard about a VUCA world? VUCA stands for volatile, uncertain, complex, and
Vice Chancellor Professor S. Ramchandra Garu, Registrar S. Samin Madam, CEO Srimati Neelima Garu, and all other dignitaries, and my colleagues sitting off the dais, the delegates of this event, the press and media. A very good morning to all, and I welcome all heartily to this wonderful event, to the wonderful campus in presence of wonderful guests. Let me begin by thanking the hosting team. We had a big team, a big list. So I am using a single word, hosting team.
First of all, I welcome you all to this 3-day national conference, AUMUN. I think it is a great platform to learn about diplomacy, international relations, the United Nations, and other international organizations, how it works. Through MUN, you will enhance your public speaking, debating, teamwork, and cultural empathy. I want to make a lot of new connections and friends across the world. Our students not only good at academics, they are actually participating in other curricular activities. Earlier we conducted photography club, literacy, and so many technical clubs. So we are giving so much importance rather than academics and also extracurricular and co-curricular activities. I wish these 3 days stay at Anurag University is fruitful. I wish you all the best for your.
Thank you. So the reason I kind of make sure that I wish my students is it's a good thing to wish our students, right? Good thing to wish each other when you just meet them. So I'm a little bit nervous to talk to such a distinguished and diverse audience. Normally my audience are not very, whatever I say, they kind of hang on to my words. But here I am talking to different age groups, different people from different states, schools, colleges, and again different backgrounds. I really hope these 3 days will leave you lifelong memories, and I'm hoping to see that you make use of this open platform to go get your wishes. And by wishes I mean I really want to see future politicians, future bureaucrats, and future policy makers from this audience. And that's the whole reason that we are conducting Model United Nations, right? So I'm going to touch upon a little about, I'm not going to take much of your time, I'm going to touch upon a little about why extracurriculars and co-curriculars, as we have named them, is really important for the holistic development of a student. So how many of you are here from a graduation? Like how many of you are doing your graduation, undergraduation? How many of you are from school? Nice. So you are in your 11th and 12th right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful. So if we remember, we all enjoyed our schooling, right? I loved my schooling. Why do you think that was? Because we involved ourselves in as many fun activities like MUN or any other extracurriculars, as we like to name them, as possible, right? That's what made it as memorable as it had. So once we get into college or undergraduation, we kind of leave all of that behind and kind of focus on academics and everything, right? But that's not where you're going to grow. everyone's gonna learn, everyone's gonna are interested in academics. People who go an extra mile to involve themselves in as many extracurricular activities, especially open public forums like MUN, Toastmasters, or TEDx, get to organize them, participate in them, and maybe make an impact on all the delegates. I'm sure most of you are serial mothers, right? So you all know each other, right? And you would like to help each other even though you're not in the same college. And I really stress upon creating lifelong friendships and lifelong relationships through these open platforms where you meet amazing people. I actually am regretting my undergraduation that I never got to participate in a Model United Nations. After looking at how my students have been having fun from past 3 to 4 days. So again, I know that you have come here with a serious agenda. What I just want to tell you is, I just want you to have fun. That's it. And make some good memories, make some good friends. Thank you.